time travel company. It's called Back and Forth. Our time traveling options are pretty simple. You can travel to the past. You can travel as far back in the past as you want. You must go at least 2 weeks into the past. So this will give you time for whatever you're doing, so you don't catch up with your current day self. Um, you can travel to the future, but you can only travel up to 100 years into the future. But if you get once you're into the future, you can travel farther than 100 years. We have 10 rules. The first one is do not do anything to alter the past, because if you change anything in the past, it can have big consequences in the future. You must always travel with a partner, because you never know what's going to happen when you're time traveling. So it's always safe to be with somebody. If you travel to the past, you cannot interact with your past self, because you don't know how they're going to react, and it can have big consequences on your current day self and even in the future. We say that you should have a fake identity ready in case you get stopped by authorities, because they can't know what time you're from. You should avoid paradoxes at all costs. Do not travel to the time of the Big Bang. Always remember when you leave, so you know exactly when to return to. That's a big one, because you don't want to be leaving and then coming back to the wrong time and messing everything up. No cameras or recording devices are allowed while time traveling, because we can't have you go into the future and taking pictures and bringing those pictures back. That's just not safe. No pets allowed. It's a weird one, but if you bring a dog into the past, it's a newer breed. People from the past won't know what that kind of dog is, and they'll get a little freaked out. And then this one's just for safety, is you must be 21 years or older. Okay, so this is our pamphlet. Got the company name on the front. And when you open it up, it starts off with our history. So I'm just going to read this off for you. It says, if we want to start from the beginning, we're going to have to go all the way back to 1895. This was when H.G. Wells wrote his book, The Time Machine. This book was the foundation of what we have started here at Back and Forth. What that means is that we took what we learned from that book and turned it into inspiration and a philosophy. We built this company based on a dream, and it was a long shot, but we've come so far. Jumping ahead to 2020, we took that dream and made it a reality. We created our first time-traveling device in May of 2020. This was the start of something huge. We have made many different devices, but none of them were perfect. In March of 2021, we made the first perfectly functioning time-traveling device that fits on your wrist. We are so proud of everyone at Back and Forth Time Traveling Company. All right, on to the next one. We have our time-traveling options. I'm not really going to go over this much because I said it in the presentation. But it's basically you can go as far back in time as you want, but you must go at least 2 weeks into the past. And then in the future, you can go 100 years, but you can obviously go farther once you're into the future. And the rules of time travel are also on here. That were the 10 commandments. And then how the device works. So this is the device right here. So this time traveling device is very simple. There are 2 digital dials on this device. The center larger dial, this one right here, that indicates what year you are traveling to, and the outside thinner one, this one, that one indicates the month and day. So once you have your correct date that you want to travel to, you press this black button on the side, and you will feel like you're falling asleep, and you'll wake up in the time that you travel to, and it's really that simple. And then right here, this is the time machine from H.G. Wells' The Time Machine, written in 1895. And then this is our model from today that fits on your wrist.